Hello, Virgos. All right, happy Friday to my Virgos. All right, Virgos, let's get right into it. Let's see what's in your cards. All right. Hopefully you all have a great day, Virgos. Let's get into it. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with a general reading. So take only what resonates with you, Virgos. Stop dating people that represent your shadow self. You healed. That's right, you healed. Okay. All right. So somebody must be in the mood for dating, but yeah, no dating shadow self. You have healed that part of yourself. You already know what you don't want. So yeah, we had a full moon in Scorpio. And Scorpio is the death card, and it's ruled by the judgment card. So rise above the judgment of your past. Who you used to date. Somebody gonna remember your past. Let them carry that on their back. And when you feel like people are jumping to conclusions about you, hey, let them carry that. Something brought out the prayer warrior in you. So pray about it ahead of time, and let Source be a guide. And that's on that, right? Drink more water as a form of self-care. Yeah. Flush all of that out. Somebody know you from the past. Somebody know somebody. Yeah, somebody's an incubus. Somebody should be around. And you know, whether you date opposite sex or same sex, it doesn't really matter. Bottom line is that even being around incubus spirit, that's good. You could have hung out with, if you were a guy and you date women, you could have hung out with a bunch of guys who cheated. You know, but you may not be that person anymore. You may not be that person who hangs out with guys who cheat. You know, and their significant other. You could have been guilty by association. People could have been like, oh, he hangs out with a bunch of, you know, cheaters. He's probably a cheater too. Don't trust him. He hang out with the wrong crowd. That may not even have been you. But, you know, you could have just been knowing them for a long time. Or maybe you, who knows, whatever. But it's time to heal your wounded self. So that's your wounded healer. Right? So let go, let God. So let go, let God. It's the part of your past. Check your request list again. Yeah, everybody has a past. So somebody has a demon of lust. Somebody's ex has a lustful past. You could have had several ex that have a lustful past. Okay, and so ask Source for clarity. Somebody will bring up your past because everybody knows somebody, right? Solar plexus chakra cleanse. Right. So open your vault door. This is the next phase of your life. Yep, so don't give yourselves a headache. So demons are just temptations, right? And so it's hard for some people to get over their temptation they got to first acknowledge this is a temptation for them first. So more money is coming soon for you. More money is coming soon. You inspire somebody to heal. And so if somebody has a demon of lust. They're incubus and they have a demon of lust. So, you know, and being around energies, a lot of energies feed those demons. So somebody may have made it look fun. Something could have felt like it was innocent at first. It could have awakened something in somebody. They probably thought it was fun until it wasn't fun anymore. Right? And so you even being in the presence of energy like that, they can make it seem like it's fun. They can seem like they're getting all the money in the world, but you don't know how they're getting money. But you inspire some energies to heal. You inspire some energies to heal. So I'm talking to you wherever Virgo is in your birth chart. And yeah, somebody has a Python spirit that's a lying spirit. Yes, but heal people just move differently. Yeah, heal people move differently. You don't know what inspires some people. It's time to open your vault door. It came out twice. Oh, time to open your vault door. Time to ground yourself. You don't know what inspired people to heal. Yeah, because demons take you outside of your normal self. You know, something about, let's use the demon of food, right? It actually changes you. And obviously food is not a demon, but if it's something that you can't stop yourself from doing, let's say for instance, you can't just eat, your doctor says, okay, well stop eating, like limit yourself, have like portion sizes, right? And you can't stop yourself, you know, you may wonder how you can't fit into certain things anymore. You know, so who knows? So you may feel like your body going through all kinds of changes. I mean, for whatever reason. But somebody, you know, and people will feed that demon. You'll find people to feed that demon. You'll gravitate towards people on that particular frequency. Why? Because misery loves company. Yeah, so. And it can take you down lower and lower and lower. So Source is saying stop dating people that represent your shadow self. You have healed. Get away from those energies. They're going to tell you that you think you're better than they are. They know your past, you know, all of that stuff. They're going to try to find out who you're dating now, you know, to try to mess up those new relationships. Everybody had those kind of exes. They're obsessed with ruining a new relationship with you. They are literally obsessed. Yeah, because they're master manipulators. But it should mature you. This could be a man or a woman. It should mature you. Right? So something is over. Something is over now. Something is over. Something is clear. Some energies have already, you know, two karmics have already did something for money. They significantly lowered your money, yours and someone's money, creating some kind of lie that significantly lowered your money and someone else's money just to increase theirs. Copied something, copied and pasted and created some, manipulated the minds of some energies just to increase theirs, you know, just to increase their value and their worth, right? And make multiple streams of income from it. But that's just part of their legacy. Part of their legacy, right? They create a nightmare for people. They're just a nightmare. Yep. So, somebody see you as meek as a lamb, but you let Source fight your battles. So, all right, Source, what else we got? What else we got? Let's see what else we got. What else we got? Yeah. So you're learning how to move on from disappointment and heartbreak and stay focused. You're not running from anything. You're learning how to move on from heartbreak and stay focused. Yeah. Because something just feels too much like home for some people. It feels too much like home for people. And this is a couple. This is a karmic couple. Where's the, oh yeah. They do stuff, they create this narrative that lowers people's money significantly, and they'll turn right back around and go worship like nothing ever happened. They create nightmares in people's lives and go worship like they hit the jackpot. Yep. So put a manhole cover over the past and move on. Source will handle it. Time for you to expand. So stop dating people that represent your shadow self. Stop dating people. It's you and somebody. You and somebody. You and somebody have dated a master manipulator who created an egregious lie around something. It's like you and somebody dated someone who, when they don't get their way, they align themselves with people. It's like you find these energies in religious organizations. When they don't get their way, they create these egregious lies around something, and it's so damaging. They invest a lot of time in dragging people into stuff. They invest a lot of time in creating a nightmare in people's lives, their lives, and their families' lives. Right? They invest a lot of time in it. Just so that they can have a whole new lease on life. When I say a lot of time, I'm talking about baiting people into stuff. Yep. Just so that they can have a whole new lease on life. That's how these energies make their money. This is their legacy. Yep. So they're just found a creative way, and so a light is now shining on that, and they make something all about them after they've, created, these relationships with people, real estate, all of this other stuff. But now a light is shining on it now. People are now seeing, how people are buying properties and what's really happening, right? Yeah. Because now people are like, while people are getting their wishes fulfilled, it's causing a lot of depression, and people's backs are now against the wall. Like something has to be done, because it's creating a lot of mental health. It's creating a bigger problem. It's creating a bigger problem. It's creating a bigger divide. It's actually, a lot of people are now enlightened about why it's bringing so much darkness out, why it's bringing so much stuff, so much shadow out of people. It's actually having an adverse effect. It's actually having an adverse effect. So now a lot of things are coming to light. So something new has been created. Something new has been created. So yeah, decision has been made. Decision has been made. So the Lover's card is not about, you have a partnership in business and or in love coming across your path. So it says you need to make a decision about self-love, really. Make a decision about self-love. Start learning how to make some things all about you. Stop dating your shadow self. Stop feeling sorry for people who just keep you in the dark about stuff. Like creating these, relationships with energies who look down on groups of people. Like, so say, stop with these energies who are like, put people in survival mode. It's and some, like, source is basically saying, stop looking at, stop dating people who put other people in survival mode, who prey on people. Because something is now being done about it. Something is being done about it now. Yeah. So, working on yourself. Because there's just too many parents and kids being, suffering in this. So, it's a lot of, teams are being put together. So this is trying to put you in a leadership position on your job, so something can stop. The bullying can stop. So, yeah, too many people are being bullied out of their homes, and some of you all may work in this line of work. Some of you all may work in this line of work. Some of you all may not, but somebody is a leader just in general. Like something about the work that you do is going to help balance some things out. Something about the work that you do is going to help balance some things out. So Source needs you to stay focused. Yeah, because it looks like you have a lot of information about light, dark, wolf energy, a duality, a wealth of knowledge about the energy. So, and again, I'm talking to you if you're tapped into 6th house, not just Sun or Moon Virgo, but 6th house in particular. So I'm talking to my cross watchers as well. You have a lot of information about these types of energies. So time to get detached. Emotionally detached. With detachment, you finally feel whole inside. With or without fulfillment of a particular desire, ironically, it's often when it's fulfilled. So, yep, time for somebody to get detached. Learn how to recognize when somebody has been contaminated by a master manipulator. Even if it's like your ex, or like I said, stop dating people who represent your shadow self. Because somebody had a partnership in business and or in love coming in, and that energy is somebody has spent enough time with those types of energies to just, you should be able to spot them by now. You spot them by now. So they're gonna fall for the bait. Remember, all of this is genderless. All of this is genderless, so. Somebody who rode a motorcycle. I don't know who rides a motorcycle, but. A Leo, a Libra, Gemini. So nourish your temple. Source needs somebody to be, you know, healthy. Spend time with animals. Yep. Drink tea. Herbal tea. Get outside in nature and work through your fears. So as true offering arises, it becomes easy to let go. You start to trust that more will arrive. You shift from mine to God's. Such freedom. Yeah, such freedom. I think that's it. Yeah, the time to ground yourselves. And creating something. That's what I have for you. That is what I have for you. Yep. Let's see, 7. That's what I have for you. All right, bye.